Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm just making a sandwich, but I just wanted to do a little bit of a explanation. Well, the thing is, the title of my last video, "My Life Is My Message." A friend of mine sent me a message saying, "Oh, it's such a good title. It's like, it's great. You could use that for a book. It's how'd you come up with that? You're a genius and all this." And the thing is, that's not actually my work. I'll tell you where it comes from. Like, once upon a time, there was this reporter guy, and he just got a job on the newspaper, and this is in India, and he was he was got on his way to work, and he got off the train, and he was walking past the train, and he looked in the train carriage, and he saw Mahatma Gandhi, sitting there. He was about to go away for the weekend. And so he ran on the train, even though the train was going to leave again. And it was like, picture it, all that millions of people, and there's like steam and whistles. It was the days of steam trains, I think. And I'll put that bit of bread a bit longer. And but he gets on the train, he fights through the crowds of people, and he's Mahatma Gandhi, because he was like a saint to the people, quite rightly. So, like, and they loved him and that, and he's like, this is my big break, because I just got a job at the newspaper, and I can get a quote from Gandhi. Can you imagine? So he's like, oh, I'm going to get promoted. I'm going to get a new tuk-tuk. Some fancy, nice clothes, maybe be a Bollywood star, I don't know. But he runs on the train, and he gets to Gandhi. Obviously, I don't know if anyone else recognised him. But he went up to him and said, Mahatma Ji, please give me a quote for my newspaper, for my career. And he thought about it, and he goes, for the people, give me a quote for the people. So, I mean, he was like, they always want something, don't they? Anyway, he's looking for a bit of paper, Gandhi, and he's going through he went through his briefcase, went through all his pockets, and like, the train's going to leave. He says, oh, Gandhi, please, give me a quote, anything. Anyway, Gandhi finds this bit of paper, and then he gets a pen from the guard, and the guard's asking the reporter if he's got a ticket and all this. There's all this stress and tension from the train leaving and that. And he writes on it. He's writing on it, and he stuffs it in the young reporter's hand, and off he goes. He gets just off the train. He has to jump off the train. Door slams. And I was just thinking I can do a train noise on the harmonica. I know how to play a train noise, just for authenticity. I should have had the harmonica ready. You can pause videos now. You can wait there. Right, so it jumps off the train. Train's like, I don't know if that's the right noise. That's maybe a bit hillbilly. But there was a whistle. Maybe it's more of a whistle. Maybe the sound was more of a whistle. Anyway, it's off the train. He's got his bit of paper, and his heart's beating and pounding away. And picture's ready. And what happened? He looks down at a bit of paper, and he's like, oh, brilliant, this is it. My wife's going to be so happy with me. Oh man, I've done such good work. Oh, what a coincidence, what a life-changing thing to happen to me. He looks down at a bit of paper, and it's like, he reads it. It's like 4 large white onions, 500 grams of red lentils, some chapati breads, some gram flour, some mango chutney, and he's like, what is this? It's like, what's this? I'm going to be like or maybe they just give me a recipe job on the newspaper or something. Maybe this is a sign from Gandhi that I could be like the culinary, what's the word? I made some dressing here, some mustard mustard on oil dressing with lemon juice. And we'll put that on one side of my pita. Oh, maybe this is. Oh my god, is Gandhi? I feel like Gandhi's Grace is maybe telling me I should do like a recipe thing. That could be what this is all about and why this has happened. Anyway, so he rushes back to the newspaper to type it up. And he gets down, he gets in a newspaper and he sits down at his desk and picture the scene. He's about to type it up on his typewriter. Just turn the gas off in case it leaks. And the fan's going, the fan, because it's hot, and it blows the bit of paper off the desk. And he's like, why me? Why is this happening to me? Anyway, it blows it out the window. So he looks out the window, the streets are busy, the cars are honking, there's people everywhere, there's markets, it's all busy, and he sees this bit of paper fluttering about in the wind, and he runs down the stairs, because he's upstairs, he's only about the second or third floor. Or did he jump off the balcony? No, I think he ran down the stairs. Anyway, he gets outside and he's watching this bit of paper. And he goes to grasp it. He goes to get it. He's running down the street. He's pushed loads of people aside. Knocked over market stalls. Bumped into tourists. Everyone's like, hey, up in arms. Like, hey, what's going on? You're crazy. You're crazy. He's like, man, Gandhi. He gave me his recipe. He gave me his shopping list. And, crazy. And he runs up. And then this dove swoops down and catches the bit of paper in its beak, and he flies off. So he gets on a taxi bike and it's like, quickly, follow that pigeon, follow that dove, whatever. And okay. And he's like, and the interjunctions, like the traffic, and there's bikes everywhere, hundreds of motorbikes, and it's like crazy, It's like his heart's in his throat, his life's in his hands of this crazy taxi bike, and they're following this pigeon dove thing, white pigeon, and it sits, and it's like, and they see it, and it's like on this big like electricity tower. It's where it's got a nest, and you can see he's poked a bit of paper in the nest to make his nest with it. And it's like, I hate heights. The reporter hated heights. So he says, look, this bit of paper, he explains to the taxi bike rider, and he gives him a few extra rupees. And he said, can you climb up there and get that bit of paper out of that bird's nest? I'll give you probably like the rest of the day's wages, quite a lot of money. And the taxi bike rider's like, no, I'm scared of heights as well. So, but anyway, he phones up his I had to go to a phone box, and he phones up his nephew who likes climbing, and they said, be safe, but get that bit of paper out of that bird's nest. And he climbs up there, and he comes down with a bit of paper in his hand, and he goes to give it to the reporter, and then the police turn up, obviously, you know what I mean, because there's all this chaos going on. And this isn't safe, him up the tower like that. So anyway, what I've done is I've put some hummus on the bottom half. And then we've got tomato. That's good, isn't it? Tomato, onion, cucumber, grated carrot. And then I've got that salad dressing thing I made on the other side. And anyway, they decided this guy's crazy. What's he on about? Gandhi's recipe from a bird's nest up an electric tower. And a bird, you know what I mean? They're like, we're taking you away. Anyway, he had a bit of paper clutched in his hand. He wasn't bothered. He folded it up, hid it under his tongue. They put him in a police car. They take him to this asylum, this mental hospital. And they hear about the story, and they're like, we're going to put you in a very back ward of this mental hospital, the one at the very back. This is crazy. You can't get kids climbing up electric towers to retrieve supposed recipe from Gandhi. Come on. Anyway, so stick him in there, and he's in there for like 3.5 years. Quite a long time. Time flies when you're medicated. So what happened then? Yeah, he gets out on a day of release. They decide they're going to let him out because he seemed quite sane for a long time. They let him out, and he lost his job at the newspaper. But so they give me stuff in a plastic bag, and they're like, here's your belongings from when you were, and he totally forgot all about it all. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, there's some coins, his keys, and a bit of paper. And so he takes the bag, and he's got some change, so he gets the bus, and he's sitting on a bus, and he's like, oh, thank you, I got my life back, and this, thank God I'm free again. And everything was so bright and vibrant, and the colours and the smells, and he's like, I've really missed this, the hustle and bustle of the streets and everything. And anyway, he gets home, and he puts this plastic bag on a table, and he sits down to have a cup of tea, black tea, in a crystal glass. And he looks at a bit of paper, and it's not the recipe on it, it's the other side of the bit of paper. And it said, "My life is my message." That's what Gandhi wrote. That's what I wanted to say. That quote wasn't from me. That work, that's from Gandhi. And I felt like I just had to give a little bit of an explanation. But I think it's okay to use it. I don't think anyone would mind, because it's a great thing to say, isn't it? It's a great way to live. Okay, I'm glad I wrapped that up. Have a nice lunch. Bon appetit. Bye.